money, beauty, love, organization, and efficiency. Those are key words that are going to really set the tone for the transit for Venus moving into the sign of Virgo, that transit, which will be taking place on October 8th. And so, in tonight's episode of Astrology After Dark, we are going to really get into this Venus in Virgo transit and how you can really use this energy to get organized, to become more efficient, to work on your self care routines for the next 4 weeks that Venus will be in Virgo. Okay. And so, if you are new to me, to the channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is Katrice, and I am the Natal Chart Navigator. I am an intuitive um, astrological energy reader, and I teach open minded, ambitious women how to tap into their natal charts, how to read their natal charts, so that they can use the information to increase their prosperity and their self development. Okay. All right. So now, if you are new here and you have not gotten your free 3-step framework, which is the framework on how it's pretty much the steps that I use to when I'm using my chart, when I'm reading my chart. Okay. And so if you would like that, is absolutely free. I am going to put that here on the screen, and you can go and you can get your free copy of that. Okay. All right. And so let's jump into it. I'm super excited for this transit because it is my Venus return. Okay. My natal Venus is in the sign of Virgo. Okay. And so, what is going on? Okay. Okay. So it's in the sign of Virgo. And so I'm super excited about this. Okay. Now, this isn't about Venus returns. That's a whole nother video. But Venus return, but any return, okay, when you hear anybody say anything about a Venus return or solar return, all it is the time. It is the planet returning to where it was when you were born. Okay. All right. So now, Venus in astrology is not just a planet. It is an energy. Okay. And so when I refer to anything here on the channel, I'm referring to the energy. Okay. I want you to take on the energetic qualities of the sign or of the planet. Okay. All right. And so when we talk about Venus, Venus is an energy that is a symbol of love, of beauty, of harmony, aesthetics, of it's social. Okay. Venus is that it loves to feel good, to look good, to smell good. Okay. And then you have a Virgo. Okay. Virgo energy is an earth energy. Okay. It's an earth sign, which means it's all about the practical. It's all about the material world. Okay. It's very analytical. It is ruled by Mercury. Okay. It is a practical energy and it is very detail oriented. Okay. And so now you have this very social energy from Venus, and then you have Virgo, which is not a very social energy and kind of prefers to, be in the background, serving and working and helping and doing for others. And so you have those energies meshing, and that's what we're going to be working with for the next 4 weeks. Okay. Now, when Venus is in the sign of Virgo, it is in fall, meaning that it does not, what um, the energies of Virgo, it just are not conducive with the energy of Venus. And so it has to work really hard to actually assert itself in the sign of Virgo. Okay. Now, when you taking that into account when you look at your chart, if you have Venus in a Virgo, okay, you have to take into account the aspects. Okay, so in the ebook, the free framework, the second chapter talks about aspects. Okay, and aspects are how the planets energies interact with each other. Okay, and so depending upon the type of um, aspect that is being made to your Venus in Virgo, you may not be a typical Venus in Virgo. Okay, you aspects are very, very important, and so that's why after you learn the first part of the first, which is the natal placements, that's step one in the framework. That's the first step in the framework. You learn the natal placements, you learn the houses, the signs, the planets. Okay, you get that down packed. Okay, then you move on to, okay, the relationship between the planets. Okay, the planets energies, the different placements energies, the relationships between the energies of the signs. Okay, all right. And so now when Venus, okay, is in Virgo, okay, you have this tango between love and precision, beauty and analysis, um, and promises to create a celestial masterpiece. Okay, and so Venus is a planet, the energy that governs matters of the heart and aesthetics, and then Virgo is very meticulous energy and pragmatic. Okay, and so when you think about this transit, think about, say you're an artist, okay, and you're carefully selecting each brushstroke, ensuring that every hue and contour aligns seamlessly, right? You want it to be picture perfect, literally, okay? Now, this is Venus in Virgo, okay? All right, so let's go a little bit more in depth in Venus energy. Okay, and if you are taking notes, we're talking about Venus energy. um I do have the planet playlist. Planet playlist is done, and so you can go and you can check out the planet playlist. um Look at all the videos. I have every planet so you can see. Okay, but if you haven't looked at that, we're going to go over it right here so you can look at it here and then go check out it there. Repetition is the mother of all learning. It is the best thing you can do when it comes to learning astrology. Repetition is how you learn. Okay, repetition and trial and error when you're doing your reading. Okay, all right. So Venus energy, it is about energy of the love and relationships. Okay, and so it indicates um, not also how we express love, but also it's our love language. Okay, what do we like to receive? Okay, because Venus is a receptive energy. Okay, so what do we like to receive? Okay, um, and how we seek connection. Okay, it governs the way we experience and nurture relationships, including our approach to intimacy, commitment, and emotional bonds. Okay, it also talks about beauty and aesthetics, and its influence extends to our aesthetic preferences and appreciation of beauty. It shapes our taste in art, fashion, music, and design. And people strongly influenced by Venus are drawn to elegance, balance, and refinement in their surroundings and choices. Okay. Now, when they say strongly influenced, Venus is a benefic. It is the lesser benefic in astrology. Okay. Um, and if you are strongly influenced by Venus, then you can have Venus in the first house. You can be a Libra rising, you can be a Taurus rising, or you can have Venus like on an angle. So your ascendant, IC, DC, or MC, um, you can have it on one of those angles, and then that would be a strong energy within your chart. Okay. It also talks about pleasure and sensuality. And so it embodies pleasure and sensuality. It encourages us to indulge in life's delights. And so this is talking about good food, comfortable surroundings, engaging in sensual experiences, and embracing physical intimacy. Okay. Um, our values and our priorities are represented by Venus. Venus is also our material world. Um, it's the material world. It's because it is money, it's finances, and it's all material possessions, not land, real estate. Okay. And so, oh no, that's second house. Okay. But but Venus is in dignity in second house. Okay. So it also talks about harmony and balance. Okay, seeking balance and harmony is a central theme of Venus, and it drives our desire for peaceful relationships, fair treatment, and balanced perspectives. Okay, Venus is also tied to our social behavior and interpersonal skills. I just talked about it. Connection to material possessions and financial matters, and that does include like real estate. I was thinking about the houses because that in the houses, second house is second house is your material possessions, your personal finances, okay, how you manage that money, okay. Then fourth house is real estate, okay. So even though real estate is a material possession, it is not covered in the second house, it's covered in the fourth house, okay. So that's what I was saying. It also is the femininity and the feminine energy. And so Venus is traditionally associated with femininity. It embodies both a balance of feminine and masculine qualities within all individuals. And it represents receptivity, nurturing, creativity, and appreciation for beauty, qualities that are often associated with the feminine aspect. Okay, but you have to first change your thinking from feminine being the male and the masculine and all of that, and think of the femininity as being receptive. Okay, and the masculine is what goes out, it is the action. Okay, so it goes out and it exerts, that's the masculine energy, and the feminine energy receives. Okay, so um moving right into that, because that's a good segue into talking about Virgo energy. Okay, Virgo energy is a receptive energy. Okay, it is an earth energy, and it is an energy that receives. Okay, and so with Virgo being an earth sign, um, it imbues individuals with a sense of practicality and groundedness. Okay. And so this is an energy that is, it's very realistic, and it's looks at the tangible. Okay. It values stability and reliability, and the earthly influence provides a strong foundation. You can use this energy to really build a foundation. Okay. And we're going to talk about throughout, not each house, but some of the houses, just so you kind of get an idea of how this transit could affect you based upon your natal chart. Now, you do have to take into account that these are just general significations that I do. Okay, you have to take your chart into account, because you have to see if you have any not only how this transit will be affecting you, but if you have any placements in that house where you have Virgo, it will be affecting those. And the transits of those planets are going to have some effect on that. And so it's these are just general significations, okay, just to get you thinking and started, okay, on how you can best utilize this transit's energies. Okay. All right, so Virgo energy, it is a mutable energy, okay, meaning that it is open to flexibility and adaptability, okay. Um, Virgo energy can easily change and can easily adjust their approach to accommodate whatever is going on at the time, okay. And so this adaptability is what makes this energy so it's like a little silent powerful little energy because it's problem solving energy, excellent team playing energy, and it's analytical. So it really like, and it focuses on the details, the many details. So it really hones in and really, fine tunes, um, when it comes to problems, and it's easy. It makes it easy to problem solve. Okay. It is ruled by Mercury, okay? And so the influence of this planet of Mercury on the on Virgo, it makes it a very analytical planet, okay? And it also enhances its communication skills, okay? Um, Virgo energy is very and analytical, detail oriented and analytical. It's very practical and realistic. It's very service oriented and helpful, okay? Now, this energy loves is a very serving energy, and it wants to make an energy where you just want to make a positive difference. Okay. And so it is also a health conscious energy, and it's very organized and orderly. Now, again, um, this is not uh, this is not the end all be all, because this is one area. There are, when you look at anything in life, okay, um, it's duality, okay, especially when it comes to energy. It's a duality, okay. So you have the good traits of the energy, or I'm gonna say good because that's subjective. I'm gonna say favorable, the more favorable traits that um, you know of the energy, and then you have the not so favorable traits of the energy, okay. And so all of these that I'm going over, they are traits of the energy, and then there's the traits of the energy that aren't so favorable, and I didn't really go over those, but you also want to take into account that, again, when you're going back to um, section 2 of the evil or the framework, the second step, you have to take into account the um, the aspects. Okay, you just have to take into account. So all of this is just general. Okay, and then the energy is a very critical thinking energy, a very modest and humble energy, and it does have perfectionistic tendencies. Okay, all right, and so let's really get into how we can utilize this energy. Okay, um, Virgo energy craves structure. And so that structure is really where the magic begins. Okay. And so during this transit, you may want to consider creating a well organized self care schedule. Set aside specific times for exercise, for mindfulness, for your skincare routines, to plan out, and or if you do meal prep, or to plan out your food for the week or the month, however you do it. Um, set aside some time for that. Okay, by structuring your self care, you can be self rest assured that no aspect of your well being is being overlooked. Um, Mindful nutrition. Virgo energy is a very health conscious energy, and Venus loves food. And so, with Venus being in Virgo, this transit, you can utilize this transit to really change your diet. That's going to be one thing that I am definitely working on. There's like a lot of changes going on in my life, healthy changes, good changes, and with this Venus in Virgo transit, I am really going to take the time to actually sit down and figure out, how do I want to eat? I've been, wanting to change my diet and wanting to eat, you know, differently than the way I've been eating for all of my life. And I'm going to really utilize the energy of this transit to actually sit down and figure out, what do I want to eat? How do I want to eat? Okay. And not just how do I want to eat, but how do I want to bring more healthy foods into with my family, right? To feed my family healthier. And so this is going to be a really good transit for me in that area, in that respect. Um, Another thing for this transit is holistic wellness. Okay. Consider your overall wellness. Okay. Not just your physical. Embrace holistic practices that align with your mind, your body, and your soul. You can incorporate things like yoga, meditation, deep breathing into your routine, reducing your stress, and working on your inner peace, working on you getting to a point to where whatever is going on outside of you has no power, no capacity to disrupt the peace that you have going on within your life. Okay. And so then the last thing is to organize your space. Okay. Um, Virgo energy loves to be tidy. Um, Now, I can say I have seen some Virgos that, it's been an expression in Virgo energy that they aren't so tidy. Okay. But Virgo energy does, like, there's, like I said, the duality of the energy. There's the tidiness of Virgo, and then there's the Virgos that aren't tidy, right? Um, but harmony and organization and structure, it really is Virgo energy's best friend. Okay. So use this time to declutter and organize your living spaces and infuse elements of beauty and comfort into your environment. So candles, soft fabrics, and soothing colors can create a atmosphere promoting a relaxation and enhancing your self care. Now, depending upon where you have this transit, taking place in your chart, it may not be your home. Okay, it could be that you are doing it in another area of life. Okay, and so, for example, I have this in my second house. Okay, so I'm having this transit take place in my second house. Okay, which is the house of our personal finances, and it's trying my 10th house, which is my house of career. But I have Taurus on that house, so the ruler of Taurus is in my second house. Okay, and so for me, um, or this organized and relaxed space would be, I work from home. So my home space, my workspace at home, that is what, I will be working on getting all organized, getting my new aesthetics and everything going for that, because that is where I'm working. So it's not just the house that you are in, okay? It is also um, it also tries, because you have to see, because the transit is not just it's not just affecting the house and sign that it's transiting. It's also affecting the zodiac energies that are aligned to it, aligned with it, that it is the planetary ruler of. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so yes. Okay, and so another thing with this transit is that our relationships and our communication within those relationships, or just in general, will be enhanced. Okay, and so there will be some heightened communication. This will amplify our ability to communicate more openly and effectively. Okay, because Virgo's precision in language and attention to detail can significantly impact how we express our thoughts and our emotions. And it encourages us to choose our words thoughtfully, ensuring that our intentions are accurately conveyed. And it also allows us to engage in honest and open and direct conversations with our loved ones, sharing our feelings, desires, and concerns. Clear and authentic communication sets the foundation for stronger and more harmonious relationships. Okay. Now, for me, And those of you out there who are watching, you may already be feeling this energy. Okay, I'm really in tune with the energies, so I am already feeling this Venus in Virgo transit. Okay, it's already, you know, having an effect on, me now. Okay, but really pay attention, okay, to what it is when it comes to your communication. Okay, pay attention to how it is, setting the stage. Really pay attention, especially next week, because this transit takes place on October 8th. Okay, now our attentiveness to details. Okay, Virgo energy has a natural inclination towards details, and Venus's appreciation for beauty to combine the spotlight for beauty combined to spotlight the subtle nuances in our relationships. So take the time to notice and acknowledge the small gestures, expressions, and efforts made by your partners. Express gratitude and admiration for these details. And so when you appreciate the little things, you make your partner feel valued, but you also enrich the emotional connection, fostering a deeper bond. Okay, now this is not just romantic relationships. Okay, because Venus rules relationships, period. Okay, and so this could be relationships with your children. This could be relationships within your business partnerships. Obviously romantic. This could be relationships, your work relationships. Okay. Um, Venus in Virgo also encourages us to cultivate empathy and understanding within our relationships. Virgo's analytical nature, when blended with Venus's compassionate energy, prompts us to put ourselves in our partner's shoes. Okay, put yourself in the other person's shoes and strive to understand their feelings, perspectives, and their motivations. Okay, and so this empathetic approach helps to build trust and intimacy by showing that we genuinely care and are willing to invest in understanding our loved ones at a deeper level. Okay. Um, all right. And then practicing patience and compassion. Virgo's methodical and patient nature, combined with Venus's compassion, teaches us to approach challenges in relationships with calmness and understanding. Conflict resolution should involve patient listening, considering each other's perspectives, and seeking compromise. Cultivate a compassionate approach by giving your partner the benefit of the doubt and approaching disagreements with love and respect. This practice fosters an environment where understanding prevails over discord. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about real quick if, how this transit could play out for you, just depending upon where it is in your chart. Okay. So within the second house, if it falls within the second house, okay, then you are going to be looking at, you may be getting some blessings within your finances, okay. You may be receiving some money. You may be getting organized, getting some type of refund back. You could be getting really organized, finding ways to where you can really, maybe save on costs without giving up your quality of service that you are giving. If you are a business owner, you may be getting blessed with a new way to make money. Okay, and so all of these things could happen. You could be receiving some, somebody could be giving you a gift. You could be receiving some type of material abundance. You could be receiving some type of information about how to make money. Okay, so this could play out in a myriad of ways for you. Okay, now if you have it in the fourth house, having Virgo on the fourth house is the house of home, family. Not only the family that you come from, but it is also the family that you create. It is also our roots and our ancestors. And it is it yeah, our roots and our ancestors are home. Okay. So for you, you could be there could be some blessings within, maybe you're wanting to get a home, um because Venus is a benefic planet. Okay. So you could be getting a home. You could be renovating a home. You could be there could be some blessings within you. If you're wanting to work from home, maybe you could start working from home. You With Venus here, you may be also, your family life may be getting better. This may be a time where you have really been working on your family. Maybe you're working on your family's health, or just really where you will grow a deeper bond with your family. Okay. And then if you have it on the sixth house, okay, sixth house is the house of health. And in the sixth house, um, you may be really changing your diet, changing how it is that you want to take care of yourself. You may be looking at, now that also is the work that we do. Okay. It is the house of service, it's a service based house. And so you might be deciding that you want to go in a total different direction. When it comes to your work, you may be getting blessed with a new job. um, you could uh, you could be getting blessed with having with new coworkers. There could be a lot of healing going on. You may just really kick up your meal prepping and planning, and you might just decide to go a whole new way with your health. But it's really going to be a beneficial time for you when it comes to your health. Okay. And all right. So how can we really harness this energy, take this energy in, and really harness in on this energy and use it to our best ability? Okay. And so you have to consciously integrate these energies. Okay. You have to embrace the Virgo energy, the attention to detail, the meticulous and practical approach within the area of life where you have Virgo in your chart. Okay. Incorporate routines, habits, or practices that resonate with both Venus and Virgo attributes. Okay. And so if it's your second house, okay, use this time to budget your resources wisely and appreciate the beauty of financial stability. Okay. All right. And so, um, let's reflect on how this transit, or where you can reflect on how this transit aligns with your personal aspirations and goals as related to this specific life area in your chart, influenced by Virgo energy. Okay. You may want to consider creating actionable steps to manifest positive changes, leverage the focused, detailed, oriented energy to refine your plans and take purposeful actions that resonate with your authentic self. Okay. I am very excited for this transit. This is going to be October is going to be a really beautiful month. If you've been following me for any amount of time, I've been saying how, you know, things have just really been unfolding. Um, 2023 was a universal 7 year. It's a universal 7 year, meaning that this was a more spiritual, more energetic year as far as really getting in tune with yourself. The shifts, the planetary shifts that we have had this year have really been setting us up for this new beginning that we are going to be experiencing in 2024 when Pluto finally shifts into the sign of Aquarius. Okay. And so the rest of 2023, um, moving into 2024, there's going to be so much change and transformation. I really don't want to say transformation because it's just so overused. Um, but you're going to be looking at your life and it's really not going to be the same. And so you really want to, every transit from now until January, okay, you really want to harness in and hone in on its energies. Get yourself set up during that transit, get a routine going, flow with the energies, because I'm telling you what I know. If you do that, if you do that, your life will really be unrecognizable in a year. And I won't even say in a year. It will start to be unrecognizable in 90 days. Okay? So, okay. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Astrology After Dark. And I so appreciate you joining me tonight. Okay. And I invite you to actively engage with tonight's cosmic conversation on Venus in Virgo, because here at Understanding You University, we dive deep into aligning with your true nature, and your personal odyssey of self understanding and empowerment begins right here. Okay. And so embrace this opportunity to align your actions, decisions, and life with the energies of your natal chart. Okay. So if you have any questions or any comments about the transit, about the information that was presented tonight, please do feel free to leave those in the chat, in the comments, because I do go back and read all of the comments and I respond to those that need to be responded to. Okay. And so if you found the video useful, helpful, or insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who may benefit. And I'd love to hear your thoughts again. So don't forget to leave a comment below. Okay. Now, for more insights or resources, or to book a reading, do visit my link tree. It's right here on the screen. And if you have not gotten your free copy of my 3-step framework on how to become energetically synced with your natal chart, it is my practical guide to help designed to help you align with your cosmic profile for personal growth and increased prosperity. Okay. And so until next time, remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile, because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.